Hi guys, TJ here. Listen, I'm about to go and give a presentation to about 50 pastors. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but these are 50 pastors with a reach of about 10,000. So some of them have thousands of people in their churches. Some of them have thousands of young people that, they mentor and they advise. I'm about to go in there and they're going to learn. I wish I was American sometimes. I think it's important to kind of hit home the message of supporting the young people. Now, it's a kind of African event. It's got a bunch of African pastors. I think I have about 35 minutes to go in there, hit them with some truths. Now, a lot of African pastors, and I speak it because I understand that, think they're protecting the young adults and the kids from going into business or venturing away from being either a pastor, a lawyer, an accountant. Guys, it's ridiculous. They think they're protecting us by saying, don't go into business. And I had this issues with my parents when I first went into business. And I've had businesses that have failed, like ridiculously failed. And I haven't told my parents some of these stories, only because they might say, or they wouldn't now, but a bunch of people's parents might say, hey, we told you, we were only trying to protect you. But really, you're not protecting your kids. You're actually cuffing them. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to talk to them about something called jump and fly. So that's what I'm literally, I think I'm just going to go in there and say, hi guys, jump and fly, and run out. What I want more people to do, especially people that have influence over young adults, is to encourage them to take risks. Because the worst that can happen, and I've learned, and many other people probably watching this video have learned, that the worst that can happen is you start a business, the business doesn't do well, you go back to living and sleep on your mum's couch, which I've done numerous times. I'm thankful my parents built my first ever office in their garage. I've slept in that garage many times, but I've taken risks. Some have paid off, some haven't paid off, but we would never know what would have paid off if I decided to be a lawyer, an accountant, or a pastor, like some of our parents would want us to do. And I think Africans need to come out of this stuff. If I'm not an accountant or I'm not a lawyer, for goodness sake, doesn't mean I'm not going to be successful in life. So guys, jump and fly, take risks. Take risks. Stop trying to protect your kids and protect these young adults from making mistakes because you're scared. Because you don't know what you would do if you were in that environment. Allow them to take risks. If you remember when we were kids, like my nieces now, she could climb up to the top of the stairs and want to jump down because she's a child. It's called faith. We just think we can do anything, but it's the adults. It's the people that have influence over us that cause young people not to take action. Young people not taking action is not going to help the economy. It's not going to help the society. If you're in a position to influence someone, encourage them to take risks, because the worst that can happen is it fails. But guess what? The one thing that they learn from that is what's going to set them free and enable them in the next business or in the next career. I can't wait to go in there. They might hate me. I'm a bit peed off because I can't find my slippers. So I'm wearing trainers, but I try and go in there and just look as raggedy as possible and say, listen, I'm a bad boy with a team. With regards to business, with regards to making money, if my parents had not supported my quest eventually, then I wouldn't be able to have the freedoms that I've had. But some parents need their children to show them that the chosen path is working before they support them. Just support them regardless. All that's going to happen is, if it fails, support them. Encourage them, make sure they've learned the lessons they need to learn. And if it does well, then it's done well. Guys, either way, I can't wait to go in there. I wish I could actually just tell them all off. Just go in there and say, guys, you're the reason why the society's not doing great. You're the reason why. It's because you think you're protecting people, but in fact, you're actually hindering people. But I'm going to be quite nice because my mum's also going to be there. So I have to be kind of nice. But at the same time, I can't wait, guys. Listen, I'll let you know how it goes. Bye.